Modern Scientific Perspectives on Consciousness by Dave Marsland of Cardiff Theosophical Society. Cognitive neuroscience, a discipline that bridges psychology and neuroscience, has made significant strides in understanding the neural correlates of consciousness. Researchers have identified specific brain regions such as the prefrontal cortex and the thalamus that appear to play crucial roles in conscious awareness. The prefrontal cortex, often associated with higher order cognitive functions such as decision making, planning and social behaviour, is believed to be integral in the integration of sensory information and the formulation of conscious thought. The thalamus, acting as a relay station for sensory and motor signals, is thought to play a pivotal role in regulating states of consciousness, including wakefulness and sleep. However, despite these advancements, the so-called hard problem of consciousness, namely the question of how subjective experiences arise from physical processes, remains largely unresolved. This dilemma invites further inquiry into the metaphysical implications of consciousness as posited by Blavatskyan thought. The hard problem, articulated by philosopher David Chalmers, emphasizes the difficulty of explaining why and how we have qualitative experiences or qualia. For instance, while we can map brain activity to certain stimuli, the subjective experience of seeing the colour red or feeling joy cannot be fully captured by neural activity alone. This gap between objective measurement and subjective experience raises profound questions about the nature of reality and the essence of consciousness itself. Moreover, cognitive neuroscience has also explored various states of consciousness, including altered states induced by meditation, psychedelics and sleep. Studies have shown that these states can lead to significant changes in brain activity and connectivity, suggesting that consciousness is not a static state, but rather a dynamic process influenced by both internal and external factors. This fluidity of consciousness aligns with Blavatskyan thought, which posits that consciousness is not merely a byproduct of brain activity, but a fundamental aspect of the universe, interconnected with all forms of existence. Furthermore, some scientists, including physicist Roger Penrose and neuroscientist Stuart Hameroff, have proposed theories that intertwine quantum mechanics with consciousness. Their hypothesis, known as orchestrated objective reduction, ORC-OR, suggests that consciousness may emerge from quantum processes occurring within neuronal microtubules. Microtubules are structural components in the cytoskeleton in neurons, and Penrose and Hameroff argue that these structures could facilitate quantum computations that contribute to conscious experience. This perspective not only challenges the classical understanding of consciousness, but also resonates with the Blavatskyan view of an interconnected universe, wherein consciousness transcends the limitations of the physical realm. The implications of quantum consciousness are profound, as they suggest that consciousness may not be confined to biological organisms, but could be a fundamental property of the universe itself. This idea echoes the Blavatskyan concept of universal consciousness, which posits that all beings are manifestations of a singular underlying consciousness, and that everything in the universe has consciousness at some level. If consciousness arises from quantum processes, it raises questions about the nature of reality, the role of observation in shaping experience, and the interconnectedness of all entities within the cosmos. Moreover, the intersection of quantum mechanics and consciousness has sparked a growing interest in the philosophical implications of these theories. Questions about determinism, free will, and the nature of reality itself come to the forefront as scientists and philosophers alike grapple with the potential that consciousness may not be merely a byproduct of physical processes, but rather a fundamental aspect of the universe. This exploration invites a re-evaluation of the relationship between mind and matter, challenging the traditional boundaries that have long separated science and spirituality. In conclusion, the modern scientific perspectives on consciousness, particularly through the lenses of cognitive neuroscience and quantum mechanics, provide fertile ground for exploring the profound questions surrounding the nature of consciousness. As research continues to evolve, it may ultimately bridge the gap between empirical science and metaphysical inquiry, offering deeper insights into the essence of human experience and the interconnectedness of all life.